The helicopters had no trouble scaling over the dangers of the ice cap. By the 6th of July, they had penetrated deep into Pearyland, guided the ground train by the discovery of a safe land route, and had even journeyed to Cape Marsh Jessup, the most northern tip of land in the world. The flight proved valuable for the geographers, revealing that existing maps of the area had been in error by several miles. Now, well past the ice cap, the helicopters came upon a snow-free land along the northern coast. Here, along Brundtland's Fjord, they landed to set up camp and begin the exploration of one of the few relatively unknown areas on Earth. Farther north now than they have ever been, the ground is nearly free of snow. Greenland is likened to a huge inverted soup bowl, filled in the center with solid ice, yet clear and ice-free along the rims of its coastline. Morning brings with it a hearty breakfast and the promise of a fruitful day. The scientists of Lead Dog took full advantage of their short time in Pearyland. Count Canute was extremely impressed by the speed and mobility of the helicopters. In a few days, they had enabled him to reach and explore the lands which would have taken him 10 years to cover by earlier methods. One of the rich finds of the trip were the remnants of a Paleo-Eskimo camp, believed to be over 4,000 years old. Here, in the centuries before Christ, men hunted and fished along the clear waters of the fjord. And here in the 20th century, men can at last explore and share the experience of the long imprisoned land. July 12, 1960. The Arctic light would soon begin to fail. Lead Dog began to prepare for the trip home. The Brundtland's Fjord camp was struck, and the helicopter party prepared to join the ground swing, which was engaged in vehicle tests along the edge of the ice cap. With the two parties now joined, Colonel Sandridge and his officers reviewed the work accomplished by Lead Dog. The overland route through the crevasses had been charted, valuable scientific data had been accumulated, and the vehicles had proved themselves to be more than effective under the harsh Arctic conditions. With the satisfaction that comes with a job successfully completed, the helicopter crews gave their last farewell to the ground train and embarked for Tuto. July 22, 1960, 1,300 hours. After a journey of over 1,800 miles, the swing arrived back at Camp Tuto. Colonel Kirkering, Tuto Base Commander, was on hand to offer congratulations on a job well done. The last embarkation. The men would return to Fort Eustis, Virginia, headquarters of the Army Transportation Corps, with an enviable feeling of pride. Today, with the polar regions becoming increasingly vital to the defense of our way of life, the men of Lead Dog had demonstrated the Army's ability to master the Arctic. Like Perry, they experienced the supreme joy of entering a new, untouched world.
The Big Picture is an official report for the armed forces and the American people. Produced by the Army Pictorial Center. Presented by the Department of the Army in cooperation with this station.